Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video. New episode of Challenge 360, the series in which I'm on the journey to buying and owning every single PAL Xbox 360 release. In today's video, I head to Hull, Alicante and Blackburn CEXs. This is recorded after I've actually done the video and realised I didn't once record an intro. So without further ado, let me show you all of the CEXs, shall I? So I am back home now. This is actually a bit of an amalgamation of three separate hunts, as although I hadn't been uploading in the last few weeks, I was in fact recording. So we've got some pickups from today. However, both of those pickups are in fact not Xbox 360 releases. I also have a few pickups from Hull. When I went to Hull, I have a vintage parcel, and I have a fantastic pickup from when I spent two nights in Alicante and Benidorm, and that one is definitely the best. So I will leave that till last. So up first, I will show you the two pickups I picked up from Blackburn CEX today, as of course they are not Xbox 360 pickups. So the first one is Ratatouille Food Frenzy on the Nintendo DS. Obviously, if you're not aware, Ratatouille is one of my favourite films of all time. And I've actually been looking out for this one for quite a while, and it's the first time I've seen it. Unfortunately, it's not complete, but it did only cost me £3, so I'm not particularly bothered. I'm assuming this is essentially just all the cooking mini games from the DS port of Ratatouille, so pretty cool. Next is a steelbook. It is a steelbook on the PS4, and well, I know I always say this every time I get a steelbook, but this is definitely my favourite because it's a steelbook from my favourite game. And that is the Spider-Man PS4 steelbook. I do believe this steelbook comes in the big special edition box. However, they didn't have that. They just had the steelbook itself. But for £10, the second I saw that, I was like, you are coming home with me. I actually have the only downside is it doesn't actually say the name of the game on the spine, which is pretty annoying, I won't lie. But it is what it is, and I do actually have the only on PlayStation slipcover for this game. Don't worry, that is not a subset I am aiming to complete. I just wanted the Spider-Man one. So the steelbook will be living nicely in that slipcover, and here it is without the stickers on. It's in fantastic condition. There are a few scratches, but the scratches are on the back. That is in fantastic condition. I did actually take a video of the Call of Duty Ghost one. Kind of wish I picked that up. It was only £2 and it was in far better condition than the one I actually have myself. So yeah, moving on, I will show the pickups that I got from Hull. This was a few weeks ago now, so apologies. The first one is a Wii game, and I got it for £1 from a charity shop. No, £1.50, sorry, from a charity shop. This Wii game actually seems pretty damn rare. It's out of stock completely. It's CEX for like £1.50, but it goes for like £20+ on eBay. So the plan is to sell the game. It doesn't actually particularly look like a game I would enjoy or pick up and play. And the game is Code Lyoko Quest for Infinity. And yeah, it's from The Game Factory, Nico Entertainment and Taffy Entertainment. So on the back it says, defeat the Zana virus in this action-packed 2D and 3D adventure filled with fighting, exploring and teamwork. So yeah, it's a cool one to find and it seems rare. Whether it's back in stock at CEX, I'm not sure. Moving on, we have the other actual Xbox 360 pickups. We'll start off with the Steelbook first. This Steelbook is in abysmal condition, like extremely poor condition, so I'm not even sure why I picked it up. Oh, cool. Little fun booklet in the back from the film. And it is The Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian. And as you can see, it is in horrendous condition. But I am actually going to try and get every single steelbook on the system. That is another little side mission I'm doing. Thanks to a list from Katie at Bricks and Gaming. She's compiled a list of all steelbooks. Although I have got ones that aren't on the list. And she knows about them, so I told her about them. And yeah, so cool one. Didn't actually have the game, so I thought, you know what, I'll get the steelbook version. The spine doesn't look too bad, and at the end of the day, that's how it's going to be displayed. Moving on, we have two from the same franchise. They do seem relatively uncommon from what I've gathered. Total for these two games, it cost £5.50, and I think there is only 2 of these games in the subset, and that is Rugby League Live 1 and 2. I think this one is beyond repair or whatever. The guy said it is pretty scratched, and my response was, I don't like rugby, I'm not going to play it, so I don't care. So yeah, side note, North Point Hull CEX was abysmal. Like really bad. The queuing was horrific. I was queuing for about half an hour to get served because they had everybody going to the same two, even when they were trading stuff in. I had people in front of me. A guy must have been trading in about 60 games. Another guy was trading in monitors and other tech stuff. In my CEX at Preston, there is a line for people trading in and there's a line for people buying. And they definitely need to implement that. So yeah, Rugby League Live 1 and 2. Rugby League Live 2 is complete, and that is a hefty manual. The size of that, how many pages? Quite a lot, because it's in multiple languages. It's got 56 pages. That is a hefty manual. If anyone knows a game with more pages than that, let me know, because that's intriguing. Moving on, we have another game I've never seen before, and for that reason, I picked it up. It's actually based off a Cartoon Network show, but a Cartoon Network show I have never heard of. And that is Generator Rex, Agent of Providence. And this seems like a bit of an action platformer. Oh no, battle. It's a fighting game. Battle with 7 different weapons and explore 10 different environments. So it is a like Super Smash Bros knockoff in a different skin. Not my type of game. So I will play it just for the fun of it. And yeah, that is Generator Rex, Agent of Providence for £4. And the big hitter I got from Hull North Point. It's one I've been meaning to pick up for a while. It is a Marvel game, and it was one that had been creeping up for a while, but has since started going back down. So I think it's the lowest I've seen this in a while, and that is X-Men Origins Wolverine for £20. So happy to add this one to the collection. Obviously, it is complete. Very happy about this one. I'm not actually sure. I've heard it is a pretty fun game, this. I think it's better than the Captain America game. I could be wrong. It might be the other way around, but I think it's a decent game. Could be wrong again. But yeah. X-Men Origins Wolverine. Now, the penultimate game on the list is one that completes a very big subset for me. I officially have this subset completed. This is a game I have been on the fence about buying for ages because it's a sports game. And if that didn't tell you what it is, it's FIFA 19. So this goes for about £45 in CEX, and there was no way in hell I was paying that much for a 6-year-old FIFA game. But every now and again I check on Vinted, and I saw this one newly listed for £25. Obviously that's still quite a lot of money to spend on a FIFA game for one that is just a reskin of FIFA 17. But yeah, picked it up for £25. It was a good enough price that I was like, you know what, damn, I'll do it. And technically it's got the manual. It has got all of the added bits, so I suppose that counts as the manual, right? So I'm happy to add that one to the collection. I didn't realise until I bought it there is a tiny little tear there, but I'm not bothered, it's FIFA. So yeah, that is that one. And finally, last but not least, is a very big hitter on the Xbox 360. A very rare game to come into stock in this condition on the Xbox 360. This game is single-handedly the only reason that I stayed in Alicante. This game is €32 in Spain, which equates to about £27. In this condition, at CEX, it goes for 105. I was hoping it was going to have the manual, and I was mainly hoping it was not a reprinted cover. I got to the CEX, I was looking through the shelves, where is it, where is it? I noticed that they had Need for Speed Most Wanted 05 on there. And that's a €60 game, but I could not find this one. I'm looking, I'm like, oh my God, they've not got it. So I was like, right, it's whatever, it's not there. I went over to the PS3 section, picked up a PS3 game. It was Sports Champions, nothing special. And then I went to the till. I was like, hiya, I don't suppose you've got this game? Showed it. He said, oh, is it on the shelf? I went, no, it's not on the shelf. He went, oh, we must only have the disc for it. I was like, he's like, do you want the disc? I went, no, I don't want the disc. And he was like, okay, so just this? I went, yeah, just that. And as he's there going off to get my disc, my Sports Champions, I'm looking and I'm like, oh, there's some Xbox 360 games over there. So I get my camera out, I zoom in, and I see it. It's there. The guy comes back with my Sports Champions. I say, oh, the case for the game I want is actually there. I pointed out to him, he grabs it, I get it, I open it, no manual. It's got no manual. He said, do you want it? I say, yeah, I still want it. It's a rare game, I need to get it. So he comes back. He comes back with it. It's got the manual. I am gassed. The back is not in English. That decreases the value a little bit. But it's got the manual. So for €32 and this long-winded story, what game did I get? Tornado Outbreak. This is actually pretty damn fun. I've started playing it. That's why it's not in there. There's the receipt. But there is that beautiful, beautiful manual. And I actually posted about this on my Instagram, so if you do follow me on Instagram, there will be a link in the description for that. You will have already known I had this. And yeah, this is a big hitter on the platform. £105 and out of stock. Mental. Very happy with that. Some guy actually messaged me saying, hey, would you be willing on selling the manual? The manual, not the game. The manual. I said, no, I don't want to sell the manual, no. He was like, okay, fair enough. But £27 I paid for this game. That's almost 75% cheaper than it is over here. Practically is, it's like a £1 difference. Could not believe my eyes, and that is genuinely the greatest bargain I've had in this entire haul. Quite frankly, probably a better deal than my Crash Time 2 and my Crash Time 4. Almost as good as my Asterix at the Olympic Games. It is far better than Asterix at the Olympic Games. And this is why I love going games hunting abroad, because the price discrepancies and differences is just top notch and I love it. So, yeah. It makes me look like I've got them all weekend. So, yeah, that is everything I picked up today. This is going to be my new background for Challenge 360. I've decided. Challenge 360 new background is right here. So stay tuned for more of that. My current usual background is still under construction, so will not be back for a little while. But, yeah. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to like, comment and subscribe if you are new around here. I post every Sunday and Wednesday. I try to, anyway. And yeah, let me know what you thought about this week's haul. A very nice haul indeed. I am super happy with that. But yeah, that is it for today. Thank you all for watching. And I will see you, lovely people, on Sunday. Peace.